Do you want to do an intro or do you want to just start flying?
Dude, I gotta hear your intro for this. Man.
I don't know what we have an intro for, bro.
You gotta do the intro. You gotta do the welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're flying to North Dakota.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that. That's doing the absolute most. But we are flying to North Dakota. Solid 600 miles today. Got a few stops along the way. It's about 600 miles total time. I don't.
Wow, we're doing great. We're doing great. You can't edit this out now.
Yeah,
you gotta keep this in.
Dude, we're good. So first leg is like almost 290 miles to Rapid City, South Dakota. We'll get some expensive fuel there, land in the wind, head up to whatever this place is. I don't know, Valley City.
K-back?
But yeah, but they have super cheap fuel, so it's a good stop.
Let's go.
And then up to Grand Forks, almost Canada, and into the sun. Of course, all day.
Honestly, the mixture of the sun and the breeze is kind of nice.
Except if you're like me, you're on Accutane and you burn in like 5 seconds. I already have sunscreen on, dude. I'm strapped. Musketeer 3638 Quebec's at Alpha 7 information, Juliet, VFR departure eastbound.
Musketeer 3638 Quebec, spaceport ground, runway 26, taxi via Alpha 7. Alpha, give way to the Cessna traffic on Alpha 7, be turning towards runway 26.
Taxi to runway 26 via Alpha 7 Alpha will give way to that traffic, Musketeer 38 Quebec.
Alright, let's see this intro for moi. Alright, Calvin's viewers, this is Levi Yoakum, the superior pilot in the cockpit right now.
Yes, you actually are. He's instrument rated, I'm not. And he flies G1000s. So
yeah, well, I don't think that makes me a better pilot. I think that makes me a worse pilot, the G1000s.
But it still means you're him.
It does mean I'm him. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm a student, University of North Dakota, 141 Princess, I know. Don't worry, I got my private at a 61, so I'm not too terrible. Okay, I've determined low wing, a lot better in flight, okay? But high wing is just so much better to land.
Really?
Oh yeah, all my landings, high wing, butter. My landings in the Archer are absolute shit.
Let me get straight here.
Hey, it's Gay Pride Month.
Look.
Don't need to be straight.
Being sus with that tie-dye shirt. Right. Ready to rock and roll?
Ready to roll and rock.
That's not what I asked.
Musketeer 3638 Quebec on departure, make a left downwind departure to the east runway 26, clear for takeoff. Side Archer traffic at the right base.
Runway 26 clear for takeoff, make left down departure, East Musketeer 3638 Quebec. Heels 4, full power.
7 Alpha.
We'll rotate 65, there's 60.
3827, make a straight in.
There's 65.
Report 5 mile climb.
5 mile 73.
We'll do a straight in for 26.
Turn that volume down, dang. Cylinder head temps creeping up towards 400, so I'll transition in a little bit more of a cruise climb. Closer to 80. There we have it, 600 feet. AGL.
Heck yeah.
Can't wait till we get to lower elevation, dude.
It's pretty nice.
I'm sure.
It's really, really nice in the winter.
I'm sure.
Right, traffic?
It's probably negative density altitude, right?
Yeah, actually, sometimes.
Musketeer 3638 Quebec, Cessna traffic, passing off your left, no factor. Remain outside of class Bravo, pre-change approved.
Remain outside class Bravo, pre-change approved. CF3 Quebec.
Musketeer 3 expect
There we have it.
There we have it.
The beginning to our little adventure.
Yes.
Not quite like the JP guy that flew his thing across the Atlantic.
Oh yeah,
10 days after he built it. That was awesome. I wouldn't do it, but that was awesome.
Yeah.
Hope we have smooth air the whole way.
Oh, why'd you say it?
Oh,
you jinxed it.
I should have said. I shouldn't have said it.
Nah, it's gonna be bumpy the whole way now.
Well, now you undid it. Denver departure, good morning, Musketeer 3638 Quebec, a VFR request.
Musketeer 3638 Quebec, still, spaceport tower.
Oh.
7 operator contact, 5 miles southeast of the spaceport.
You can't cut that now.
Bro,
you're keeping that in.
Yeah, I'm leaving that in. Yep, alright.
Departed spaceport.
Alright. I checked too, and I just didn't flip it. Okay, let's try this again. Denver departure, Musketeer 3638 Quebec, a VFR request.
I believe it's Musketeer 3638 Quebec, their approach, go ahead.
Musketeer 3638 Quebec is about 17 miles northeast of Spaceport 7500. Request VFR flight following to Romeo Alpha Papa at 9500.
Musketeer 3 Quebec, squawk 5164, 5164.
5164, Musketeer 3 Quebec.
Musketeer 3 Quebec, radar contact 20 miles northeast of Denver International. The Denver altimeter is 3006, say altitude.
3006, 7,600 for 9,500, Musketeer 3 Quebec. Do have to keep it around 80 though to keep the temps down. So the climb is going to be a little slow today.
That is A-okay. We can make our descent as fast as we want.
Yes, we can. We will not though.
Alrighty.
We're back. We're probably 2.5 hours since we turned the camera off.
Rapid City Regional.
We are currently on Ellsworth Approach, which is the Air Force Base right next to Rapid City Regional.
Tower 125.85.
Did a little bit of very light precip on our way over about the Scottsbluff area. Always kind of cool. Still got some storms up northeast towards our destination, Grand Forks, but they are dissipating and moving southeast, so they shouldn't be an issue by the time we get up there, but we'll keep a close eye on them and make a stop to wait them out a little longer if we need. Dude, milk chocolate, obviously.
Oh, you got the milk chocolate?
Yeah, dude.
No.
No one in their right mind takes freaking dark chocolate over milk chocolate.
Dark chocolate's where it's at.
No, dude. Okie dokie. Let's start a nice 400-ish per minute, foot per minute descent. So I'll pull your power just a little bit. I'll rich in the mixture, half a turn, and then about every 1,000 feet we'll do mixture.
Looks like that's Park Rapids over there too.
Rapid City.
Rapid City, same thing.
Over departure.
Not quite.
How far am I away?
Musketeer 3 Quebec, traffic 11 o'clock, 6 miles northeastbound. Altitude indicates 5,000. Contact Rapid City Tower 125.85.
12585, looking for that traffic, Musketeer 3 Quebec. See you.
Yep.
Rapid City Tower, Musketeer 363 Quebec's about 10 miles south. Inbound for a full stop, we have the weather.
3638 Quebec, Rapid City Tower, roger. I'm going to try to get you in. You're number 4 of the field right now. I got a bunch of VFR guys just entering the Delta from the southwest. 3638 Quebec, I'm going to have you make just a right 360 for some sequencing. I'll bring you in.
Right 360 for spacing, Musketeer 3 Quebec. Alright, cool.
787 Park.
I think I'll steal it from you.
Mike controls.
Mike controls.
6000. Expect flight level 31010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.5. Squawk 1401. 38 Quebec, you can continue straight in. Report the 3 mile final for me, runway 32.
Continue straight in, report 3 mile final, runway 32, Musketeer 3 Quebec. Pre-land checklist, car beat on, gas, undercarriage, can't check it, we're low wing, mixture set. Increase a little bit, power set, seatbelt, your seatbelt good?
Seatbelt good?
Your door good? Cool, we'll shoot for heavy, so we'll shoot for 70 knots. Tower Musketeer 3 Quebec is 3 mile final, runway 32.
Whiskey 500, contact departure.
Let's do departure now, thank you, have a good day, Whiskey 500.
83 Quebec, clear to land, runway 32, wind 35015, gust 25.
Clear to land, runway 32, Musketeer 363 Quebec. Since it's windy, I'm just going to do 1 notch of flaps. Airspeed looks good, altitude looks good.
It's 323 on the visual, 32.
Gust 323, tower, report 5 mile final.
Put 5 mile final, gust 323.
Nice and gusty for us, little off center line, but keeps wanting to pick back up.
Going around on the right side, plus 157.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
A little off center line.
38 Quebec, table left Alpha 4, taxi Park V Alpha.
Left Alpha 4, taxi to Park V Alpha, Musketeer 3 Quebec. We've made it. We are just under halfway. Whew. Could be 3.6 on the clock for that leg. That's pretty good.
Pretty good east leg, yeah.
Rapid City Tower, Musketeer 3638 Quebec is holding short of runway 32 at Alpha 7, are ready for departure.
Runway 3 Quebec, Rapid City Tower, runway 32, clear for takeoff on departure, proceed on course.
Runway 32, clear for takeoff on departure, proceed on course, Musketeer 3638 Quebec. Alright, final looks clear, runway looks clear. Center line and full power, get the crosswind correction in. Nice and windy. Already 50 knots because of the wind. Engine gauges are in the green. 60 knots, we'll rotate a little late just because I know it's gonna, a little gusty. Oh, the gust took us off the ground. Look at that, and then there's a bird. Nice and gusty, dang.
Right next to the United here.
Yes, sir. Okay, so I gotta start my early right turn because of the Delta. But I will get more to a cruise climb. because the engine temps are a little toasty.
And so it begins.
It so begins. Hopefully won't be turbulent like this.
Hopefully.
Might be a long climb.
Where are we climbing up to? 5 or 7?
7.5.
Okay.
270 miles to the next airport.
Fun.
That's a good leg. Ellsworth departure, Musketeer 3638 Quebec, a VFR request.
Last aircraft calling with the call sign or correction. Aircraft type Musketeer, say again.
That was Musketeer 3638 Quebec, is about 8 miles northeast of Rapid City. 5,000, climbing 7,500. Request VFR flight following to Bravo Alpha Charlie.
Musketeer 363, say call sign again, you came in broken.
That's Musketeer 3638 Quebec.
Musketeer 3638 Quebec,
Ident 3 Quebec.
Musketeer 3638 Quebec, radar contact 10 miles northeast of Rapid City Regional, altimeter 2980 and standby.
2980, position check, standby, Musketeer 38 Quebec.
Musketeer 3638 Quebec, block 3757.
3757, Musketeer 38 Quebec. If it's bumpy, we could try 95, but it so far feels pretty good. Okay, so I got the camera facing away from the cockpit so it doesn't overheat because it's not pointed in the sun. But we took off out of Rapid City where we were going to go direct Bravo Alpha Charlie, but as you can see, there's like a little scattered layer about 2,500 feet. It ends a few miles to our right, so we deviated to go direct Aberdeen VOR and then direct Bravo Alpha Charlie to avoid that because I don't want to be VFR on top of a bunch of clouds. Added about 20 miles, but we got plenty of fuel for this leg, so not a big deal at all. I'll get a time lapse going again, and we'll probably catch you on our way back into, what is it, Valley City. Cool. Yep, so what you guys just saw in that time lapse is why you pay attention to what's going on underneath you, as well as all around you. So after we diverted to Aberdeen, I started heading that way. There's a couple poofy clouds, just very few, very light. We just kept going towards the Aberdeen area. I saw an open spot, so I decided to go direct before we went straight to Aberdeen. And the further north we flew, it went from few to scattered, and then in the distance I could see broken. And there was a big wide open area where we could descend below. The clouds were at 4,300. The surface is at like 1,000. So I just canceled flight following because we were going to lose them on radios if we descended. And I descended below the layer. And I'm really glad I did now because it went from scattered to broken, and now it's probably solid overcast. Overcast at about 4,300, I think it said. We're cruising now 30,500.
Yeah, good thing we didn't stay up there.
Yep, and then
up there.
There was, at Bravo Alpha Charlie, our destination, there was a thunderstorm. So when we took off from Rapid City, it started moving towards the destination. But then we started watching it dissipate because we could watch we were looking straight at the cell the whole time. And by the time we decided to descend below this cloud layer, it was completely gone. There's a little bit of green precipits around the Bravo Alpha Charlie airport, but it's still moving east, and it started out as pink, and now it's almost completely gone. So the weather changes quickly. Cool, so because we do have a little overcast layer that wasn't forecasted, I went and looked at all the temperature dew point spreads. The closest one is 6 degrees. I'm going to monitor that really closely while he's flying. And another thing we're going to do, we're going to change our route to fly towards, there's a bunch of different airports out here. We're going to fly towards each little airport that are spaced super closely. That way, if we do see that temp dew point spread start to converge, if it gets within 5 or 4 degrees, we'll be really, really close to another airport which we can divert and land safely at.
We'll also probably tune into that CTAP too so we can monitor.
Absolutely. I'm going to go to GWR. I'm going to add that to the flight plan from where we are. Okay. Cool, so as you can see the flight plan now, we're going across to Golf Whiskey Romeo. We'll be past 2 airports really close together, over that airport, and then we'll pass another airport on our way to Bravo Alpha Charlie. Oh, there it is right there. I got the runway in sight. Perfect. So that's a bailout option if we need it. Let's see, does that report? I don't think that airport's reporting METARs, it's not.
I don't think any of them out here were.
No,
Which
just
is really annoying.
Gwinner it is, which is good. What about Oaks Muni? Oaks Muni, broken 3,300, broken 38. Elevation is 1335. So that means about 4,600 feet to the bottom. We're 34 right now, so we got plenty of altitude clearance. But yeah, the air is sticky, man. Ew. I hate humidity.
There's all this water, all these little tiny ponds and lakes that are scattered around. Also comes with a bunch of bugs.
Dude, I'm sure.
We'll overfly whatever the one I'm headed to right now.
Yeah.
And then loop around, skim, pay GWR, and then shoot north from there.
Sounds good. I like GWR because they got fuel and it's not that expensive, so.
You want to just stop at GWR, bring it up to GFK?
Actually, yes, I do. Let's do that.
Alright, what's the...
I like that happier.
You want to plug in the CTAF?
Let's do it.
Roger.
So we're 122.7. I'll be on comms. We're going to make our new destination. Let me get GWR.
Can you look at what 4 flights bus runway is so I can start lining up?
Yeah, there is. So weather is 110 at 13 knots.
Okay, so 12?
We've got 16 or 34.
Oh, KWR. Yeah, then 16 probably.
Yes, sir.
Roger.
Oaks Muni, so I'll delete Oaks from the flight plan.
Hello, friend. Guess who's back?
Okay, 32 miles out. We'll head that way.
Sounds good.
Let me get some info about the airport. Got a 5,000 by 75 foot runway. That's fantastic. We'll take 16, then flip around back taxi to get fuel. Right, so it says unattended, deer and birds on and in vicinity of airport, self-service, 24 hours with credit card, runway 62 closed, runway 624 closed winter months. We're awesome, a super simple airport.
Dude, you can have some quality clickbait on this video. Close call with thunderstorms.
Except not, because we're 100 miles away from them. Oaks traffic, Musketeer 3A, Quebec's about 4 miles to the west at 3,300, transitioning the airspace at 3,300 to the east, Oaks traffic. It's like straight ahead. Like there's a big river, then there's the Tan, then there's another river past the Tan, and then just past
I got it.
Okay, cool.
Wow, that is like right there. How did I not see that?
It's deceiving, man.
It is.
Mellette traffic, Musketeer 38, Quebec is about 12 miles to the west. We'll be overflying the field at 1,500 feet. Teardrop entry to the left, downwind, runway 16, full stop, Melrose.
2,700.
Or 1,500 AGL. Mellette traffic, Musketeer 38, Quebec, overflying midfield, 1,500 AGL. Will be teardrop entry left, down, runway 16, full stop, Mellette traffic. Mellette traffic, Musketeer 38, Quebec, joining midfield, left down, runway 16, full stop, Melrose.
You want to take controls?
Oh, I gotcha. My controls.
Your controls.
Alright, so we'll go car P, gas, fuel boost pump on, mixture set, power, seatbelt, undercarriage, or seatbelt. Is your seatbelt good?
My seatbelt good.
Alright. First notch flaps. Melrose traffic, Musketeer 3, Quebec, turning left base, runway 16, full stop, Melrose. Melrose traffic, Musketeer 3, Quebec, turning final, runway 16, full stop, Melrose. Little flat, so I boinged a smidge, but
rip.
Oh well. Beautiful smooth runway.
Honestly, yeah. For being in the middle of nowhere.
I'll stop and back taxi.
Yep.
Melrose traffic, Musketeer 3, Quebec, back taxi runway 16, so we'll exit at the end. Melrose. Alright, we've made it.
Whew. Not dead yet.
Nope. And it looks like the cloud layer is breaking up.
Nice.
Turn her back into broken. Melrose traffic, Musketeer 38, Quebec is clear, runway 16 on Charlie, Melrose. Nice and windy right there, dang. Less than beautiful landing, but it wasn't like too horrendous.
No, not at all.
Alright, we got Mr. Levi in left seat.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm going to briefly run through this takeoff right before I show it to you guys. So this is the first time Levi's in the left seat in this airplane, so first takeoff in the Musketeer for him. He's used to flying the Archer, which is a fairly similar airplane. Now my airspeed indicator has two scales. The outer scale is miles an hour, the inner scale is knots. I always use the inner scale, which is knots. I think I should have emphasized that a little more, or just ask which scale he's more comfortable using, and then tell him the speed based on which scale he's more comfortable using. Because what happened, as you'll see on this takeoff, he rotated at 65 on the outer scale, which is close to like 50 or 55 knots, I think, which is just a few knots above stall speed. And since I'm not a good instructor and I wasn't anticipating that, I said no like a million times instead of saying something more helpful like lower the nose, wait till 65 on the inner scale or something like that. So that's a couple things I'll note for the future for anyone. If anyone else is flying left seat in my airplane, I'll, instead of saying what scale I use, I'll ask them which one they're more comfortable with. That way we make sure we rotate at the right speed. But I eventually did just push the nose down and then tell him to wait till 65 on the outer scale before we continued. But overall, he was doing the right thing from what he was looking at. So I'm not gonna blame him for this one. Could have definitely briefed him a little bit better.
Mellow traffic, Musketeer 3638 Quebec. We're going to be taking 16 and departing to the north. We'll make a right turn out to the north. Mellow road traffic.
Beautiful. Get this door. Maybe just a tiny bit of a left crosswind.
Roger. All right. Full power. Whew, needing a lot of rudder. Love this.
Yes, it does.
Airspeed alive.
You got 40.
V1.
There's your 50.
Rotate.
No. Lower the nose.
Lower the
65
nose?
on the inner scale.
65 on the inner scale? Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Lightly, gentle on it. There you go.
Roger.
There you go. Now you're good climb speed.
Cool. Alright, once we hit 2,600, we'll start that turn to the right.
Yes, sir.
Mellow traffic, Musketeer 3638 Quebec, making a right turn up to the north end of Grand Forks. Mellow. Alright, we'll give the airport just a little bit of room before we finish our turn to the north.
Looks good, and then choose about 80. So lower the nose just a little bit, climb about 80, because see our temps are creeping up a little above 400.
Okay.
And then bring the power back just a smidgy bit. Any less than that, you probably won't be able to climb. So like 24 to 2450 should be pretty good at 80, about 80 knots.
Cool, we'll continue that turn to the north.
Yep.
1600.
Awesome.
Which is pattern altitude.
Wind currently, let's take a peek. It is 22015, gust 21.
We'll go traffic 257.
Probably 35.
Runway 16, we'll go.
Well, what runways do we have?
We have 35 and 17.
Okay.
27 and 9 are never in use.
Okay. That'll probably be 17 if it's 220.
Alrighty, I guess it's my turn to give the debrief.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so right now we're flying into Grand Forks International Airport. We're about 25-30 miles to the southwest.
Clear, favor.
And we're going to be heading in from the southwest, entering via the UND procedures. The UND has 8 checkpoints of each quadrant of the airport. The ones we're going to be using are the southwest quadrant I was talking about. So we're going to be entering via Watergate and Newman, which is a lake and then a town. We have certain altitudes that we stick to, so once we're crossing Watergate, we're going to be at 2,500, which is what we're walking right down to right now. Once we cross Watergate, we'll go and start down to 2,100.
Tower 124.9er.
And then once we cross Newman, we'll be down to 1,600, which is our pattern altitude.
Yeah, and then as far as landing goes, boost pump on, 70 knots on approach on final.
Okay.
Normal landing is 2 notches of flaps. If it is a little breezy, we could do 1 notch. And then if it doesn't feel good or whatever, at any point, just go around.
Roger. Grand Forks approach, Musketeer 3638 Quebec. We are 20 to the southwest with Lima inbound via Watergate.
KFO call, aircraft calling inbound, take call sign only.
Musketeer 3638 Quebec.
November 3638 Quebec, Grand Forks approach, loud and clear, squawk 0106.
0106, Musketeer 3638 Quebec.
That dude is 100 below to our right.
November 3638 Quebec, radar contact 18 miles southwest at 2,600. Are you familiar with UND procedures?
We are familiar, Musketeer 3638 Quebec.
I got that dude in sight. He's snow vector.
November 38 Quebec, enter via Watergate.
Enter via Watergate, 38 Quebec.
November 38 Quebec, squawk VFR, contact tower 118.4.
18-4, squawk VFR 38 Quebec. Grand Forks Tower, Musketeer 3638 Quebec, inbound via Watergate, full stop.
Number 3638 Quebec, Grand Forks Tower, you can enter the right down and runway 17 right.
Right downwind 17 right, 38 Quebec.
Beach 3, Quebec, runway 17 right, clear to land, the wind is 2309 or gust 18.
Clear to land 17 right, straight Quebec. If you want to tune in 124-575.
575?
Yeah, that's our ground.
Cool.
Start pulling that back, bringing it down for a 75-ish.
Keep it in 80 until you get on final.
80, roger. Looking for those
Looks
passes
good.
to drop.
Speed is looking much better.
There we go. Add just a touch of power in
Yeah.
to keep us on there.
Yeah.
And we'll walk out the final bit of power. Flare.
Yeah.
Just keep that crosswind in.
Gorgeously done, my friend.
I'll take it. And we'll
For
go
a
ahead.
first landing in this airplane, that's
You're
fantastic.
number 2 following an archer on the right base, runway 17 right, clear to land. Sierra 38 Quebec, turn left at Bravo, taxiway and contact down there, please. Have a good day.
Left at Bravo, contact ground, Trade Quebec, thank you.
Good job, man. Good landing.
Thank you, thank you.
Ugh. Hot as cracks in here.
It is. Alright, did they say where to park?
No, they just said pull up and park. Well, you got this dude with things going to tell you where to park, I'm guessing.
Beautiful.
Makes it easy. We made it, man.
Let's go.
600 miles, but probably closer to 640 or 650 with the route we took because of weather, other things. We were expecting to get here about 2. It is currently 5 p.m. So that's how airplanes work. If you need to be there, don't go by air.
Exactly.
All right, so if you go to checklist, there should be securing shutdown.
Fuel pump off, radio off.
Yeah,
So,
so it's going to be transponder off, radio off, and then we can leave this on for a second so I can talk to you.
okay, transponder off, we got that.
We got that.
Intercom off.
Well, we'll turn that off once we're done.
Make sure idle cut off.
You got it.
Woo!
Key out, and then just run from right to the left, off, 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 off.